Hi everyone. Right, Funky Fossil, I've got a mini launch on the 13th of September. And it's going to be the Fallen Leaves collection and Sweet Fall. So you've got quite a bit in this collection. I mean, you've got the stencils, which is fall, and that's a double one. So you've got the two layering stencils in there. I'm not sure what other one she will have on it, but I mean, she does this fantastic one. I think that's either, I think that's an oak leaf. And then you've got all these different leaf stencils you can find on the website. But this one is brilliant, and I've done a sample with this, which you'll see on the group, Funky Fossil Designs Facebook group. This is the new Daisy Ray collection called Sweet Fall. Which you can see all the little fox and the bear, the squirrel, the bunny, and the little reindeer there, the little deer, and leaves, acorn, mushroom. They're very, very sweet. And there's Sarah's also got the leaves that you can stamp, and a bit of a lamination look to it that you can stamp the base and then put the lines and the veins over. And this says leaves are falling. There's a book as well, a paper pad called Sweet Fall, and that's got some fab papers in it, some gorgeous ones. Look at that. I mean, that's lovely for a Christmas one as well, isn't it? But like I say, I've done quite a few samples and I'll be showing those on the group. And there's this amazing embossing folder, and that's what I want to work with on this demo and show you what I do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Pop these to one side. Okay, so I've got a piece of, it's called Oak Leaf Cascade, this embossing folder. What I do is I just add a little bit of tape on top that shows me which is going to be the lifted, you know, the lifted side of it. And so that's the emboss and the deboss underneath. So I'm going to pop that through my machine, but first I'm going to colour this side. So I'll just pop a bit of paper under there, like that. And I'm going to use some VersaFine Clair and go over with that just to get the background, like that. A little bit of pine cone. The other one was acorn. So just this gives it a great background to work with, like that. And it gets, can you see the veins of the leaves getting covered as well? So that's nice. So that's going to go in there. And I'm just going to pop that through my machine. Little bit of noise. And as you can see, it's done a nice colour in here and a nice bit in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean that now. Clean that off. Get my cloth. Clean that off. And then what I want to do is I want to use my embossing ink, and I just want to go in certain places with it. just where the gaps are, like that. That's going to go down again. Make sure it's in place. And I'll pop it back through the machine. And then I'm going to take that out. Just give that a bit of a wipe. Don't worry about staining your embossing folders, because they work just the same even if they've got a little bit of colour on them. It does them no harm. And then I'm just going to add some embossing powder in gold. Like that, just in the places I want it. Like that. Wipe it off any of the bits I don't want. Get my heat gun. Again, a bit of noise. Every time you do this process, you get a completely different effect. Completely different effect. I'm going to use some Distress Oxide walnut stain, and I'm just going to go in here, just around the edge, just to get in the browns. I'm going to cut that edge off so that doesn't matter. But again, just wherever I want it. And then I'm going to go over the leaves with a bit of it as well. Because you get such good dimension with the, you know, the 3D effect with Sarah's embossing folders. It looks tremendous when you've done it. It gives you such a good effect. I mean, you can see even just doing that, and I've only just started on it. That effect. But this is the thing to do with your embossing folders. You know, have a really good play with it. And then I use the Stamps by Me acrylic paints. I don't know if they still got these on the website, on the How to Craft network, but worth having a look and see if they have. I really love these because I do love my paints and having all different types of paints. Just get my brushes. You can see with my brush stash. That's a lump to paint. So I want a bigger one and I want a narrow one. One that's just a bit thinner. That will do. So I've got both of those. So I'm going to go with this one, and this is the bronze. Which gives a lovely effect on, for autumn leaves, you know. And on the little acorns that are on here. And you see the effect of that. And I'm just going over with a hint, because with autumn leaves you get the golds, the bronze, the greens, even a touch of yellow, don't you? And a bit of red. I was pruning my grapevine plant, and what a fabulous leaf was on there, and it was all red and all the reds and golds. I took a picture of it and put it on TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok. It's Caroline Crafting on there. There we are. That's that one done. Then I'm going to get some of the, this is the green and it's called chrysolite. So we're just going to have a little hint of green on there. Just a little bit of a hint of a tint. And as you're building up your colours, they really blend in. I can see I've missed a couple of acorns there. So I will go back for them. Okay, wash that. Wash that out. And then I'm going to go with this pearl gold. Also going going to go on the edge and the acorns, a bit gold. Oops, shoops. I'll brown those acorns after, and there was another one. But can you see now how all the colours are blending in together for that autumn look? I love the golden look of autumn. You look at the trees. We used to go down to, not done it for a while, but we used to, when we were in Wales, we'd go down late October and towards November. And when you get out into the countryside, looking at the trees, the autumn colours are just absolutely breathtaking. Breathtaking. So that's that done. To do these in the brown. I'm just going to get my marker pen and do these just to shade those acorns down the side. I think I've got them. This is a pale one. So take all your mediums onto it, and everything you've got, whether it's paints, marker pens, pencils. Just play with it and enjoy it. Just enjoy having some fun with it. And then I've got the Uniball. This is silver. Just going to take up a little bit on the edges, like that. And I want to use that, the Distress Oxide Walnut Stain, just to go over a little bit, like that. To outline. And you see how that's made that pop? Don't need much. But this silver, it really does sort of highlight as well. see how that's made that. All the time it's building it up, isn't it? Just take your time with it. I'm always aware of, you know, of time when I'm doing something like this. Normally I would take a long time over what I do when I'm creating something. But this is just to give you an idea of, you know, how to get everything out of it and play with it. Colouring. Getting different looks. This is the copper in the uni ball. Again, it's wonderful for highlighting, getting colour into those leaves, as you would with autumn leaves. See that? If I show you it at different angles, can you see how that shines? It's amazing, isn't it? Just build that bit of shade up on those acorns. And then I've got gold that does very similar. Any bits you want gold on. And there you have that. Now if you want to really make those leaves pop, just go in, this is a Pro marker number 3. Just go around the edges. Like that. Just where it's been embossed. I'll get a number 4 actually. It's a little bit darker. Because they do lighten. So don't think, oh cracky, that's made a dark line. It does lighten. And you can go over with a lighter one as well and lighten it. They are alcohol, I think these. Not sure if they're alcohol, these. They're just markers, aren't they? And that's just made that. Those leaves stand out. Just separated them. Gone along the edge. You see that? I just want to cut that edge off. So I'm just going to get my cutter, just take that edge off. Like that. There we are. And now I want to put some splats on. If you've got confetti ink or whatever you've got, these are metallic ones. So this is the oyster, which is a bit like a gold. And let's get my brush, rub it all in. You get it nice and thick. Of course, when you've done this, you've got to leave it to dry. And if you don't want to bend your paper anymore, you know, after just leaving it overnight. And see what a lovely gold effect that has had. And then I've got a green, which is called lime. You just spray them with your water. I'm pretty sure Tony's got some more coming soon. So, you know, just keep Tony Derrick at Stamps by Me, just keep an eye open for things coming out. And again, tap over. Don't be afraid with it, because it all adds to the effect, the finished effect of it. And if you need to highlight anything, you know, go in with your highlighter. But the silver's very good for that. So do you see that? How that lovely effect has finished. Right, obviously that's got to be left to dry, and like I say, I do leave it to dry overnight. So I'll put that there. But I want to show you one I did earlier in true Blue Peter fashion. Away. And I'll show you what I've done. Clean my fingers. So this is one I did yesterday. Slightly different. I did the background just with Distress Oxide rather than the VersaFine. And I'm just going to add a little bit of the copper onto those leaves. Like that. Just to highlight those. So every one you do is different, and that's the magic of it, absolute magic of it. Absolutely wonderful. There we have it. That's that one done. And I've got a top opening card I got from Stamps by Me, and that's going to go on there. But what I've done with that is I've got some vellum that's going to go across here, like that. and I'm going to stamp that with a sentiment. But from that kit with the Daisy Ray collection, I've also done the little fox. So when I do stamp on the vellum here, I need to know that that's going to go there at the side. So the sentiments. See if this fits in okay. And it says, happiest of birthday wishes to you. And that's going to be in gold. I might actually do it in black so that it stands out better. So again, the Versamark, because I'm going to emboss it. With it being vellum, it won't dry. And use my pad, my anti-static pad. Put that on there. Take that off. Get my paper. Get some black. There we are. Oops, I must have had some green ink on there. Green paint, look. Open that up. And I'll get my heat gun on it. Oh, it's missed a bit. Off, where it says off. Happiest of birthday wishes to you. Okay. Warm up your gun because it's less time on here. Get a bit of on my brush and get that off. See, that's turned very quickly with it being nice and hot. Get rid of that now. And that's going to go across there. This is a nice card for male or female, isn't it? Oh, I've missed a bit. So, on the back, make sure that's sat down there properly. Then turn it around and make sure it's lined up correctly. And that's on there. Nice. And that's going to sit right in the middle there. what I do when I have a black card or a coloured card like this, I do a white, some white for the inner, cut out one that fits in, stamp it up and then put it in. And that makes it quite nice and visible. And there we have it. Let me get a piece of white. I can see it better. See that? So it's made for a lovely card, hasn't it? And all I have to do now is put this little guy on, and I can put him on a pad, or I can glue him on. And I'm going to glue him on, especially for anybody that likes foxes. And you know, it's not just for children's cards, is it? It's for all ages. And that's coloured it up with this beautiful autumn leaves in the background. And that's the one we did earlier with all those beautiful golden leaves. You can go around with a bit of black soot as well around the edge just to bring it in, which would be nice. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, do give us a thumbs up. It just helps the channel and lets us know that you're enjoying them and that you like what we do. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.